On a tree-lined block an hour outside Boston sits a secret warehouse filled with hundreds of boxes labeled pandemic product. These boxes contain items like medical gloves, protective gowns, remain shrink wrapped in a neat rows inside the facility until the day Massachusetts General Hospital orders an emergency infusion of supplies. With the coronavirus spreading across the U.S., the day may soon be approaching. We are trying to hold out as long as we can to tap into that warehouse because we think there's a chance that we will see sustained transmission in the community, says Dr. Paul Bittinger, chief of the Division of Emergency Preparedness at Mass General. Calculations like these are being made by healthcare professionals across the country as hospital systems eye their own supplies in preparation of the influx of patients needing treatment from the coronavirus, aka COVID-19. So far, 18 states have reported more than 100 coronavirus cases, and 11 people have died from the disease in the United States. All right, folks. Have we gone crazy? I honestly don't know. I will tell you this. You do need to be somewhat concerned. When I say you need to be somewhat concerned, it's always good to be prepared. But that being said, don't freak out about it, please. I cannot tell you how many people I've talked to out there that are just really, really freaked out about this coronavirus thing, COVID-19. You see it on the news, and honestly, the worst offenders are the news media themselves. So we're talking about the major news outlets there, NBC, CBS, MSNBC, ABC. They're all adding to the already fearful public about what may happen with this COVID-19 virus. Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. It is kind of scary when you think about what happened with swine flu and other pandemics in the past. This is something that, is going to affect us. But that being said, we don't know how bad it's going to be. They're already actively looking for an antiviral agent for it, or what we would call a vaccine. And a lot of sources are saying that they will have that vaccine as early as 6 to 8 months from now. And let's look at the facts. The facts are most of the fatalities are with the older people, basically people that are elderly or have an immunocompromised system. In other words, they have an underlying health condition. Fact, more people die of the regular flu than have died of the coronavirus. Actually, some statistics have it as high as 20 to 40% more pass away from the yearly flu than the actual coronavirus itself. That being said, the media is not doing us any favors. I get it. They're trying to get the information out there. And yes, they are trying to make money. At the end of the day, they are a business. They are a business entity, and they need to entice people into their web, I should say, but basically entice people to watch their station so they can get the ad revenues from the commercials, similar to what I do on YouTube. But I want to tell you guys the facts, the things that I have learned, doing my own research, talking to people around, talking to healthcare professionals. The idea is it's just a new strand of a coronavirus. A coronavirus is any number of different viruses like the normal flu, like the flu that we get every year. The only difference is this one is a little bit more unique in the sense that it came from animals. At least that is what we believe has happened, that it jumped from animals to humans. But if you have any questions about it, I'll try to answer it as best as I possibly can. I just want to do a short live stream because It's not right the way the media is portraying this as like almost like the end of days. Like this is going to be the last thing you're going to see. We're going to lose 3/4 of the population. People are going to go into hiding. Yeah, that has happened in China, but they have much, much worse. What's the word I'm looking for here? They have much more worse. My mind just went blank. I'm sorry, everybody. Disease control over there than we do over here. Now, what I will tell you, another fact, the best way, if you are worried about getting this particular strain of the coronavirus, you want to go ahead and make sure you wash your hands. That is number one, the best thing you can do to keep away this virus. This virus can live on surfaces up to 7, 8 hours. I mean, that's a fact. You can look that up in any one of the major news medias. Washing your hands is the best idea. Now, another thing is you do not want to be touching your face a lot. We do that on a regular basis. I'm guilty of it too. We touch our eyes, we wipe our nose. The virus is respiratory, so you have to inhale it, or you have to get it into one of your mucosal portions of your body. So your nose, your mouth, your eyes, all these orifices are breeding grounds for this virus. So you want to make sure, on top of washing your hands, you want to stay away from the face as much as possible. Wash your hands. Wash your hands 15, 20 times a day. I'll be honest with you. I do that on a regular basis anyway. But the more you wash your hands, the less chance the virus is going to have to transmit into your body. Face mask, things like that really aren't going to help you all that much. You're better off leaving those things to the healthcare professionals that are going to have to deal with this on a daily basis. If there's an outbreak, so just hypothetical. So let's say you live in, okay, not even hypothetical. Let's say you live in New York City. We know that there's been an outbreak in New York City and we know where it is. Then, yeah, if you are a person who is immunocompromised, you're elderly, you have underlying health conditions, then yeah, you're going to want to avoid public places. Maybe stay inside for the time being until that outbreak is contained. But if you're a average person, you're young, you're healthy, you have no reason to worry about, getting a virus or even like the regular flu. And if you got it, the chances are remote that you would have lifelong ill effects from it. Then go outside, folks. I mean, you can't put your life on hold because of a small chance that you might contract this COVID-19 virus. Again, if there's a big if you are immunocompromised, yes, and you are in an area that is known to have an outbreak, then yes, I would say stay inside. But any other way, no. I would say go out, enjoy your life. Life is short, enjoy it. Please do that, because there's been so many times in the past that I felt that way and I regretted not getting out there. You're right, I just bashed the media. I'm going to bash the media as much as I want because I think they're doing a huge disservice to the general public, because they are putting almost the fear of God into people. I mean, I was watching this morning, Sunday morning, The Daily Show, all of them this morning, and I couldn't believe what they were doing. I mean, they were showing people on the streets wearing all these masks. They were showing people stockpiling hand sanitizer, lotion, people stockpiling face masks. This is putting the fear into the general public, and this is not the time that they need to be fearful. They need to be informed. They need to have the facts, but they don't need the fear of God put into them, and that's what the media is trying to do right now, and I don't think that's right. Well, that's good. I mean, I like hearing that a lot of you don't believe the news, or some of you don't believe the news. You should always question what the mass media is telling you. If they're saying something really, really scary, especially, do your own research, folks. You can be a lot smarter than even the so-called experts out there. Georgia, the population is greater, and they are in closer quarters. That's where it comes into play. What I was talking about, you got to be smart about what you choose to do and where you choose to go. Again, if you are immunocompromised, you have an underlying health condition, something that, if you were to get a virus like this could possibly end your life, then yes, stay home. But again, if you're healthy, if you're young, in my opinion, and this part is my opinion, you might disagree with me. Go out and enjoy it. Life is too short to worry about woulda, coulda, shouldas. Trader went up. The market is going to crash in an hour when it opens. That's what the call 45 is worried about. Very interesting. Very interesting you should say that. And I do follow the stock market. I'm not actively invested in the stock market at the moment, but I do follow the stock market. The one thing you have to remember about the stock market is it's all about emotion. The stock market is an emotional market. However the country is feeling, that's going to depend on how good or how bad the market does. Just watch it. I mean, when this first came out, the market plummeted. It did regain a little bit when people started feeling a little bit better, saying, "Oh, we have this contained, we have this under control." And then, of course, we started getting the reports that the virus was in the United States, started in Washington. Then they have a confirmed case in a couple cases in New York, and now they even have one in Virginia, my home state. And when that happened, the market went all the way down again. So one thing you got to remember about the stock market is all about emotion. All right, folks, that's it. This was only going to be a short live stream. Stay safe out there. Be informed. Don't rely on your emotions. Have a blessed Sunday. If you haven't seen the vlog yet, that has been uploaded, so you can watch that in just a few minutes. And as always, have a blessed day, everybody.